Hey, good morning guys. Welcome back to the Oldbarn Homestead channel. My name is Gary, if you don't already know that. And you just saw me finish up a job that I did cutting out a fire ring plate. There's a local guy here that's building these custom fire rings for people. Really more of a fire pit, I guess. He's taken a ring and turned it into a pit. So it was just a quick little job I did for him. But the purpose of the video is to give you heads up on something. Now the video title and thumbnail might be a little sensationalized to get you to click on it, but basically I'm going to be, in fact it is available for sale now, is my plasma table, and the company that makes this, Trucutcnc, I'm working with them to get their newest version of the Pro model. This is the Series 1. They have I think they have 3 lines basically. The Series 1, and then they have the XT model, and then they've got another one that's above that. But they're going to send me the XT model that has several upgraded options over this Series 1, which is the base model. So I'll be selling this one. This table is about 1 year old. I had some initial problems with it. About 80 or 90% of the initial problems I had were just, learning curve issues that I needed to work through. There was 1 or 2 little problems that were result of them, but they quickly, got me a resolution on that. And when I chose these guys originally, when I made a few phone calls and checked around, what I liked is that the value you get from this table combined with what you get for the money was the best that I had come across. And you can buy this table new for $9,900, basically $10,000, and they're in Jackson, Tennessee, so you're going to be paying shipping from there. Hopefully there's going to be somebody around within driving distance of me, 4 to 6 hours, that would want to buy this table, save themselves some shipping, and get a table that is complete turnkey. Because if you buy a table from Trucutcnc, you're going to get everything, the computer to run it, and the controller, everything. I'm including everything except for the plasma cutter itself. And if you want to get a plasma cutter, you can pick up used Hypertherm PowerMax 45s for $1,000, something in that range. To get the 85, I kind of recommend going with the 85. It's just nice to have the extra horsepower there. Although the 45 will cut, 1/4 inch, I think, or even higher, maybe even up to 1/2 inch. So it really depends on what you're going to be using it for. If it's going to be more metal art, when I do all the metal art, I never go above a 45 amp tip. In fact, I use the fine cuts running at 40 amps. So it really depends on what you want to use the table for, and you can size the plasma cutter that's right for you. But I'm going to be selling this table for $8,000 like it sits. And what you're going to get with that is the table, the controller, the computer, and I'll say that one of the main advantages, in addition to saving a little bit of money, now I wanted to point out real quick that even though I've had this table a year, it is not a production table. I use it maybe 3 to 4 days per week. I do something on it and maybe cut a sheet's worth of material a week. A lot of shops will have their table running all the time and have a dedicated person running the table because they have so much business coming in. I'm just a one-man show. I do these little metal art projects, occasionally get in other projects like the fire ring that you just saw, and those are the kind of jobs I do. So there's nothing wrong with the table. It runs great. It's taken me a little bit of time to kind of dial the feeds and speeds and all to get it optimized. And those are the things that I'll be including in the table is a complete library of all of the cut files. And if you're a person that is a welder, manual machinist, fabricator type, and you're looking for your first chance to get into the CNC world and you're looking to save a little bit of money, this is a real advantage because what you're going to get is, when I got this new, the computer had no software. I mean, the software was loaded to run the table, but the artwork and the CAD files, you have to kind of do that on your own. You have to design it yourself or buy some pre-made. And just because a customer sends you artwork or you buy some artwork off the internet, there's still quite a bit of work you have to do to get it ready to cut on the table. And one of the things about this is I've saved all of the job files, the CAM files, the G-code files basically, that all you have to do is open the file and hit cycle start with a sheet on the table and it's cutting. There's no programming, you know, and you guys have seen all the things I've made over the last year. I'll include all that with it. There may be a couple of files here and there that I can't include that are customer supplied or whatever, and you wouldn't want those anyway because they're custom to them. But you think about all the different flags I've made, the different team flags, you know, Harley Davidson, the Wonder Woman. I mean, all these things that I've it's all there, ready to be pulled up and you know, cut out and then paint it or do whatever you want to with it. And then, you know, while you're working on that and learning that really basic step of opening the file and hitting cycle start, you're going to start to kind of work into, you know, how do you download the artwork from the internet? You know, where do you get it? And once you get it, how do you size it? And how do you get it to place it on the right spot on the table and all that? You know, those are things that when you buy the table, one of the things I'm including in that $8,000 is a 4-hour hands-on. I'll leave the table under power for whoever comes to get it, and we will spend 4 hours on your table getting you set up and getting you going with it. So if you're interested in this, check my email is gary@ramseycustoms.com. You'll see it on the screen in front of you, and it's a link in the description as well. Just send me an email, we'll talk about it. Now, one of the things that I'm going to need is somebody that can offer quite a bit of flexibility, because I have to get my new table in and get it up and going before I can turn this one loose, because you know, I use it every day, or not every day, but several days a week, and that's one of the main ways I make money. So I wouldn't want to be down, but you know, it'll be, we're looking at a time frame of sometime into January, and I'll make more videos on this unless a buyer comes forward and, you know, and commits to doing it. And if you do come forward, I'd probably want to get you to send me some kind of a down payment, because if I lock in and start working with you, I don't want you to, you know, get wishy-washy on me. It's kind of hard to sell something, but I am making the commitment, and we will have a date soon as to when the new table will be here and the date that you can come pick it up and we'll do the training. So just send me an email. If it's not you, if you know somebody, share this video with them. And I don't think you'll find another turnkey table that you'll get, you know, everything that I'm including in this one. You know, preloaded computer, ready to cut files, the 4 hours of on-site training, plus, you know, training, you know, any training that you need going forward, any help that you need, you just reach out to me, and if I can't help you, we'll get Trucut on the phone themselves. And the one thing that they include is they'll actually remote into your computer if you're having problems with it, or we run into something that I can't help you over the phone with. They'll actually remote in and take over control of your computer and go dig in and find out, you know, where the issue is and resolve it if it's not something to do with the actual table itself. But anyway, I'll stop rambling on now. You guys let me know if you're interested in doing this, and then I'll have a lot of videos on the new table. Part of the agreement with them is, one is I'm kind of becoming a dealer for their product. So if you, anybody in the Texas area that's going to be buying one of their tables, likely would be, you know, sold through me. And then I'm going to do a series of videos on the new table, you know, kind of in exchange for them sending me the table, and you know, of course, they'll be taking the proceeds of this one. So basically, you know, you're going to pay me, I'm going to take the money I'm getting from this, give it to them, and they're sending me the new table kind of as an exchange, and you know, helping them distribute and market the table in Texas. So all right, guys, enough on that. If you got questions about it, you want to contact me, you're interested in it, feel free to hit me up. Thanks, guys. See you.